Hey everybody, Todd Michael Putnam here from Creative Adventure Tables, bringing you another adventure table idea. And this is Assault on the Slaver's Port. Assault on the Slaver's Port. So the idea behind this is there's an island that's out in the ocean that's where all the pirates, they've been abducting people and taking them and selling them as slaves. And the heroes have either been hired, of course, by some of the municipalities or cities or whatever it is that are being most impacted by this, or just for their own good. They have relatives perhaps, or someone they care about who's been abducted by the slavers, or just good old adventuring. They realize there must be lots of wealth there, and they're going out for it. They're going after the slavers, and so the first encounter would be, and I don't have the ship on here right now. I can see if I can pop it up there. Here we go. There we go. So you have the first one would probably be a naval combat where you sailing around and eventually they come in contact with a pirate ship and they fight and defeat the pirates in hand-to-hand combat, doing the traditional swashbuckler thing, right, where they board across the other side and duke it out. And eventually they capture the pirate ship, hopefully, and otherwise it's a short adventure. They capture the pirate ship. They get some captives, and they basically get the information out of them of where this actual slaver's port is at, so that's how they get the information. And once they're done with that, they sail off until they come to the actual location, and then they hop into their little dinghy and they go across here. And they have to fight their way up, and this is the outside of the fortress. They have to break through these outer defenses on the pirate island, fight their way up, overcome the walls and whatnot, and defeat all the external defenses until they can break through this door. And of course, they've got like a mini boss guy right here who's the guardian for this door, big old pirate brute guy, and they have to fight their way through that. And then once they do that, if you look at the way this is set up, there's like a small piece on the top, and then you can see there's a slightly elevated piece here, and then of course underneath that is so I sort of built the dungeon inside over here to match that. And of course all this gets covered up with poster board until the players get to the area. But when they break through the main front door, they come into this room here that has a set of stairs going down. You can see those. She's got some supplies and whatnot. You could have somebody in there perhaps, maybe a trap or something. But then it gets into this area here, which is basically where the pirates reside in. There's tables where they can eat at, and there's bunk beds and stuff. And there's of course a few pirates that are in here that they'd have to overcome. And then there's yet again another set of stairs coming down. You can see these are the stairs coming down from here. You go down that and you end up on this one here, go through these double doors, and there's another set of stairs going down. And that brings them into the main prison where they're hiding the actual, not hiding, but where they're keeping the actual prisoners or slaves. So you come down these center stairs, and then there's basically four main rooms. These two rooms here, this one and this one, are basically torture compliance rooms where they basically beat and badly treat the people that they've captured until they become submissive and willing to just do what they're told. The others are holding cells where they have a number of people there that need to be rescued. And of course you have some other people that are chained up against the walls. And of course inside of here you're going to have your big broody guard type guys, right? You're going to have your nightmare people, and you're going to have people inside of the torture rooms. Let me go over to here, who are of course being actively tortured by some of these folks. So right in your face reason to say, okay, well, we definitely need to stop this kind of stuff from happening. So they defeat the pirate slavers there and are able to rescue the people and of course get them back across to their ship. And of course, all of the gold and stuff that the pirates have been earning from this terrible trade in human flesh, that would be released to the players, and they are justly rewarded for their excursion. So that's basically the idea behind it. And then I just want to talk about the build itself. Super simple build, actually. So underneath this whole big thing right here, I just have a whole bunch of Todd tiles I think I can pick this up. Maybe not. You can see them underneath there. Those are the 3D printed Todd tiles. You go to thangs.com, THANGS.com, and download and print those out. Or anything. It doesn't matter what you do. It's basically bumped up a couple of inches so I could put it on top of that. And then this here is a single, basically hard foam piece from Zitterdes. I don't know that they're in business anymore, but basically whether or not you carve your own hard foam stuff, or you could build it with Dwarven Forge or Warlock tiles if you wanted to. But basically, I just had this Zitterdes Citadel, so to speak. So I was like, okay, that works pretty good. And then around the edges of it, I took Monster Fight Club Hills and put it around. So of course it gives it that rocky look, kind of like the movie The Rock, where they're breaking into the prison island. I can't think of what it's called off the top of my head, but basically it's a prison island that's all rocky shores and stuff like that all around it. And just wanted to create that feel for it. And then, as I mentioned before, see how it's there's a top tier here, and then there's another tier below, and then of course there's obviously the main underneath that. I tried to build this to be the same way, so that I've got the small top tier up here, and then slightly larger below that, and then of course the main dungeon underneath. But I tried to visually bring it together by adding some more Monster Fight Club rocks around the side here that you can see, basically to let you know you're inside of this, right? Because you've got the rocks around there, then, oh yeah, okay, I see. This is so it's just a visual. Of course, if you just tell the players that, oh, you go inside, it goes to here, obviously intellectually they're going to know that, but for a visual or emotional connection between the two, it helps if you have transition pieces that are like, oh, the outside rocks here, now I can, basically with my Superman vision, or X-ray vision, I can see inside, and I still see the rocks around the outside, but now I can see inside when we're playing. So that's what that is. The ships are both from WizKids. They're the Falling Star ships. I've got 3 of them actually, but just 2 of them in this particular map. They're fantastic. This one I had repainted up from my friend. Did a great job turning it into a pirate ship. So he darkened the sails basically, and he's got a darker, brown going around the edges and whatnot. Basically just kind of dirtied up the ship so that it looks a little bit different than the stock one. This is also not stock. It's got some green painted around the edges. It just basically looked like a slightly more upper class version of the ship. And that's what I'm using for my 2 ships, but of course you could 3D print or craft your own ships. That's fine, doesn't matter which way. And then the water mat I'm using is actually 2 of the WizKids ocean mats side by side. I think they're 5x3 or something like that. So and I've got them side by side to create the full ocean underneath. That's it. That is the assault on the slave ports. Please let me know in the comments what you think, and like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next adventure. Take care. Bye.